Hello and welcome back to Morgan's lazy Sunday afternoon live stream, which isn't going to be as lazy as I'd like. I am actually on a conference call on Zoom at the same time, and I think I actually know where my story's going next, so things are happening and stuff. I have Sako with me. Did you want to say hi?
Howdy, Howlers. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch and a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, please to be checking out my channel. I'd love to see you.
So yeah, we are halfway through January of 2021.
Yeah.
It does not feel like we're there yet, but here we are. So what you gonna do?
My work.
Yeah. I have been a slacker all week. All I have done is read paranormal romances.
It's homework, right? Homework?
I don't write urban fantasy or paranormal romance. I have a head cold that's been giving me vertigo and fatigue.
Oh.
But we have confirmed it's nothing to do with my thyroid, and it's definitely not COVID. So I'll get over it soon enough. It's just I feel a little spacey in the head, and moving quickly is contraindicated. Turning my head, checking my blind spot.
Let's just not do those things.
Although a friend of mine, told me that apparently Nova drivers don't actually check their blind spots. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, clearly you were talking about the out-of-staters who have moved locally and don't know what they're doing, and not natives. So hello and welcome. I see we have an Andy and a Doc and a Maya and an Emma Ward. Awesome to see y'all. Great. Andy is sympathizing with my multi-Zoom calls. Maya is here and excited to get some work done. And yes, Sako is everywhere.
We just happen to be in the same place at the same time. That's all there is to it.
Also, she doesn't sleep, unlike some people.
I sleep a lot, in fact.
like a cat, though. Like they're cat naps, not like 9-hour stretches.
Sometimes it's 9 hours during the day.
I hear you. And MM Ward says hi as well.
Hi, Mama Ward.
So what is everybody working on this week? Or are y'all just coming to hang out?
I think I am going to be working on Project Flambeau.
Do I know about Project Flambeau?
That's the book that I'm writing with BC Brown.
Oh, okay. I know
paranormal horror.
I thought that we're getting close to the end.
We did. We finished zero draft, and then we decided there were beats that we wanted to disperse in.
Right.
Just to make the ending really pop and not seem like a surprise.
That's awesome.
So, the worst Maryland drivers work in VA. Yes, I agree.
And the worst VA drivers work in Maryland. It paints our opinions of each other. No, I would like to say that the worst Maryland drivers and VA drivers that like work in that area and commute across the border are not locals. They moved here. If you check their previous driver's license, I bet you they're from another state.
I bet you.
So let's see. Doc's goals today are ordering groceries and maybe some more Kindred of Kali edits.
Nice.
Maya is working on pen pal letters and on y'all's children book project.
Awesome.
Ooh. Ward is rewriting blurbs because it was pointed out I tend to write them from inside the story world instead of outside where the reader is. Types can work though.
Writing inside the world can work for sequels.
Okay. I can see that.
But so like if you're already familiar with the universe, like that makes sense. But if you need to be introduced to the universe, then you want to come at it from the outside.
Yeah. Let's see. Andy says that the worst drivers in the world are drivers from other states. My wife's from Illinois and says no one in the EDMV can drive. And he's working on a short story. That is true. I am a decent driver when I know where I'm going. When I am lost, I am not great. I jump 3 lanes of traffic because something jumped up on me. I go slow because I'm waiting for my turn that I don't know where it is. Lanes disappear on me and I'm not expecting them to. I'm not amazing outside of my zone. So Doc thinks that the worst ones are from Boston.
Boston is pretty bad. Roundabouts for no reason.
Right? So are Bostonites that bad at driving because they're that bad at driving, or because of the roads they are given to
because of the roads that they are given?
And the quantity of people on the very limited space and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
I learned to drive in Crystal City, and then in Seven Corners, and then in Baltimore, in downtown Baltimore.
Wow.
And after that, New York was a breeze.
Yeah. I learned to drive in a rural small town, and we did country driving, and we drove into Richmond, Virginia to practice some urban driving, which I think is legitimate.
That's legit. But in Richmond, I dare you to go more than 40 miles an hour. I dare you.
Yeah, but on the highway,
you will wreck your car.
On the highway to get there, I went more than 40 miles, though.
Yeah.
So, anyway. MM Ward says, I've been in all the western states, and the Cali drivers are the worst. Mm-hmm. And Doc says DC imports the worst drivers from all over the world.
On Guam, it's pretty bad. Like, because it's U.S. territory.
Right?
And you get expats from Korea, from Japan, from the Philippines. And a lot of these people have never even seen a car, let alone learn to drive one. And they're driving within the week. So it can be spoopy. It can be real spoopy driving around Guam.
The first thing I ever drove was a riding lawnmower, and I crashed it into a tree. The real problem is my sister and I were both driving it, and we decided to dodge in opposite directions around the tree with one steering wheel.
Oh, that's
so in slow motion. No. And there was a huge pane of glass leaning up against it because they were going to replace a window or something. Shattered.
Oh, no.
It was straight out of a sitcom. I was like somewhere between 4 and 7. I can't even remember.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, in slow motion on the riding lawnmower, straight out of a sitcom. No. I'm dying. I barely remember it. I mean, I was little. I was pretty little. But yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Going back to MM Ward's blurb, they have info that the reader doesn't. And when betrayal and duty are 2 edges of the same blade, one will be changed forever. One will be forever broken. Womp, womp, womp. I like it. I mentioned I've been binging paranormal romances all week with glorious lines. Oh my God, did you see my line on Facebook? Dragon shifters, right? Paranormal romance. So she knew she could trust him with her body, but could she trust him with her gold? Literal line. Hilarious. Loved every moment of it.
Excellent.
It was an artifact that belonged in a museum. Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
It was great. It was pretty funny. Zoe Chant, if anybody else is interested. So Emma Ward has a driving story. Driving my granddaddy's grain truck when I was 6, I stood up to drive and he taped wood blocks to the pedals. By the time they were 9, driving the full truck to the elevator. Oh, yeah. But not climbing in the elevator, right? I have heard horror stories of guys in the Midwest and like the grain elevator gets stuck and they go in to get it unstuck and get swooped down and drown.
That can happen.
It can happen. So it's
not a safe job by any means.
No. So Andy says, ain't saying he's a gold digger, but he's a bronze dragon. So
well.
And MM Ward still needs to write out the story for dragons nomming golds because they need vitamin AU. Love it. Love it. Makes them all clean and healthy.
Yeah, grain elevators are not places to be careless.
Definitely. But yeah.
Is there a place where you can be where it is to be careless?
Bed.
Can you be careless in bed? You could fall off.
I mean, yeah, but it's not a far fall. I've fallen off of bed before and lived to tell the tale.
It's true.
I mean, I scraped my ankle, but that was about it. So, Doc says it's worse when the grain elevator explodes. True that. Grain is very flammable.
Woof.
Yeah. So, do we want to write? Do we want to get words in?
Do we want to get words in? That sounds wonderful.
Maybe I'll hop onto this meeting for a little bit before I get into my words.
Right on.
So, okay. Oh, no, Drats. Ignore that. Let's try it again. Share audio, Chrome tab, timer. Okay, there we go. I'm still loving the 21 minutes for 2021. So I'm not skipping a meeting. I'm just tagging out for about 10 minutes because they pushed it back an hour on me and that wasn't my fault. They let me know at noon. So they get me as much as they get me. So anyway, let's go ahead and get some writing in or some meeting in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back. So I'm on a fundraising brainstorming meeting. So we're coming up with ideas of what people might want and what we have right to.
Cool.
How was your sprint?
Good. I finished 2 scenes and I'm about to finish a third.
Nice. Making really good progress there.
Mm-hmm.
So popping into the chat. M.M. Ward says, this winter will test Urith and Fleur in ways the wars never did. When deceit and duty are two edges of the same arrow point, one will be forever changed, one will be forever broken. Hopefully deceit is broken. I don't know. So, and everybody reassured me that I properly muted.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just because I have to sit through this meeting doesn't mean you need to. So Doc says productivity so far, got the recyclables out and brought in cat litter and cat kibble, which is clearly the most important thing you can do with your life. My cats in the past, when I had cats, totally informed me of this truth. Raven got some sandwiches together and realized they've regressed about 30 years in food preferences. Officially 12 years old again. What does that mean? Oh, here we go. That means a turkey, pickle, cheese, and mayo sandwich. Paired with 2 dark chocolate raspberry Hostess cupcakes and a glass of milk. Legit. Andy got 215 words. Maya got a few pages drafted for the children's book and fixed the outline a bit. And Doc got 620 words edited. Nicely done. Nicely done. I wish I was so productive.
Aww.
Instead, I'm like, stickers?
Mm-hmm.
Which, isn't the most exciting use of my time. But I did figure out why I haven't been able to make any progress on my story.
Why is that?
I'm writing a space fantasy, right. And I never have villains. It's me against, or my main character against the world or the government or, big, this is the way the system, whatever it is.
Okay.
And it's a fairy tale. So I'm thinking I need a villain.
Yeah, I think an actual antagonist.
Yeah. And I think that was my problem is fighting against the system isn't actually what that story was supposed to be. And so once I realized, wait a second, she's going to realize that her parents were set up. I just need to I know why. I just need to figure out. I know why they were set up. I'm just trying to figure out why they ended up on the planet they did for the time they did.
Mm.
Because the aunt is on the planet too, and it's aging her faster than she should otherwise. So why is she making that sacrifice when she could have done this in other ways? So, but I figured out who's doing it and why. I just need to know why they chose this method over that method. Mm-hmm. So definitely huge step forward.
Nice.
Doc agrees fairy tales need adversaries even if they end up just being misunderstood. This one I think is fighting off jealousy mostly.
Whatever the conflict is.
Yeah. Her big sister got to be the pilot and she got stuck as the family lawyer, and nobody wants to be the lawyer in the family. Pilots get all the glory. Doc has reassured me that is it not my fault I'm stuck in a meeting, or I'm not quite sure who's not at fault for what. Raven says, I think that's often a problem in my short stories. The antagonist is almost always the situation rather than a singular character.
That's not a bad thing. That's
Yeah.
especially for a short story. That's fine for a short story. But for like a novel, you might want to have an antagonist that kind of like signifies and personifies the conflict.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I enjoy writing against situations and dealing with puzzles and things like that. But I think, especially if I'm going to keep this true to its roots, I need an actual villain. I've studied up on writing villains. I have tons of notes because I've attended those panels. I just haven't ever actually had a villain story in my head before. And that might have been what's been throwing me with this whole story in the first place. Is because I'm unfamiliar with writing villains. Even when I do, they end up, having 12 reasons and being totally sympathetic. And
yeah,
I don't want them to be totally sympathetic in this case.
That gets tricky, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Doc reassured me that it's not my fault my productivity is limited to stickers because of the meeting. Raven, every time he thinks of a villainous situation, he thinks of the situation from like Jersey Shore, and he's never even watched that show. And then Ward caught up with us. Doc likes streaming up stories where the antagonist isn't really a bad guy and the bad guy isn't necessarily the main antagonist. Yeah, I definitely like that when you're fighting against this person who is actually working tangential to your own goals, but the real issue is this other thing over there that you didn't even see coming, except in hindsight. Because if you can't see it in hindsight, then it feels too much like a Deus Ex Machina. I'm totally butchering the pronunciation.
Machina, yeah.
Machina, thank you. Yeah. And readers tend to hate those.
Yeah.
So
a lot.
Luckily, readers don't know what order you're writing in, so you can go back and sprinkle in that foreshadowing.
Yes, indeed.
MM Ward says that fairy tales need a dragon to slay. So true. Hello, Salter EA. I don't think you've joined my stream before. I'm glad to have you. Darcy was a powerful antagonist on that scale, in my opinion. Darcy from... I'm trying to remember. Not sure.
Which Darcy?
I don't know.
Sorry, yeah.
So Doc says, sometimes the dragon is your ticket home. Oh, from Pride and Prejudice, of course. Emma Ward says that their huntsman is the one whose duty is to deceive the woman he loved for a century, in his future her past, which offends his honor. Fraught. Very fraught. I can see that. Sometimes the heroine should slay the prince, not the dragon. I mean, you're talking to the girl who read Dealing with Dragons in, like, what, 4th grade? I've known that for quite a while. Great series by Patricia Reed, Wrede. Highly recommend. Yeah. She runs away from home to live with the dragon until they find the right prince for her. So, DYA Rob is here. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Daya.
Is it Daya? Okay, thank you. So yeah, lots of progress for a lazy Sunday afternoon live stream, people. Do we want to try again?
I think we do.
Ooh, let's see what Raven's saying. I was thinking over the book. I just finished the draft of last week. Yay, snaps. And I realized that while I have a focal antagonist, the main villain is supposed to be the environment. Okay, yeah. Man versus environment, totally traditional. story focus.
Mhm.
And I definitely know that in the past, I'm too zoomed in to realize the theme until I finish a story. And then when I start, writing the query or the synopsis, the themes pop out at me. And I like that. I think it's much better than writing with a theme in mind, because when you have something you want to say, very often it comes out in after school special mode where it's
Mhm.
beating them over the head with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Ward, I believe, was agreeing that Dealing with Dragons was a great book. It was either that or Pride and Prejudice, but I've read them both. Let's see. And Raven kind of forgot in the process of laying out the setting for future installments. Whoops. If you haven't written them yet, though, you've got plenty of time to tweak.
Indeed.
So, who wants to sprint? Ooh, Saku's in. I'm in. Nobody said no yet, so I'll take that as a yes.
No, yeah.
Probably because there's a little lag, but
There's a bit of a delay.
it's okay. They can sprint when they get to it. Let's see. I've got the timer reset. I'm going to add it to the stream. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we're back, and I'm done with my meeting. I mean, they're going to be sending me emails, but you know, the meeting is done. And they appreciated at least one bit of my input. So I see that Jenny joined us, and Susan, hello and welcome. Glad y'all made it. So for the next hour, I'm actually going to be writing. I have 900 words for the month, and I want 10,000. So I need to step it TF up. So everybody cheers that my meeting is over. Raven asked, what is my music from? It sounds like a bit of Steam Powered Giraffe. It is not. It is actually the acoustic arpeggio that comes with online-timer.net, because I like soft, sweet alarms that don't make me sit up and go like, what just happened? So, but yeah, no, it's just the built-in alarm sound.
Built-in alarm sound. Sorry about that. I'm here, I swear.
How many other Steam Powered Giraffe fans besides me and apparently Raven and Jenny are on here?
I know of them, but I wouldn't call myself a fan.
I've seen them in concert three times, maybe 4. So back before Steampunk World's Fair imploded, thanks to horrible management. But enough said on that topic. Let's see. During the sprint, how was your sprint, Sako?
Good. I mostly worked on my Bujo and reread part of a scene so that I know how to continue it. And that was pretty much that. Because it's Sunday, so it's like admin day.
Yeah, I get that. Totally get that. So let's see. Maya finished writing the detailed outline for half the children's book.
Nice.
MM Ward has to Google Steampunk World or Steam Powered Giraffe, and Doc has liked what he's heard of theirs stuff. Steam Powered Giraffe, yeah. The first song I heard of theirs was Honeybee, which doesn't sound like any of their other stuff, but it does show off their mime capabilities if you watch the video. And it gives you a wrong impression about who the lead singer is. But yeah, so let's see. Ooh, wow, people are super productive. Emma Ward made a chocolate peanut butter banana frozen yogurt shake for the eldest. Wait, and none for you?
That's I want.
Right? Doc
Can you
edited
one for me too.
Right? Doc edited 1,826 words, and he's not even a chapter into the murder in the maze.
The murder in the maze. And not another maze. Oh.
Right. Andy got 282 words added to his story. Jenny is working on outline for book 2. Daya got 566 words. Raven finished his food and moonlighted in another chat, catching up with one of their favorite Twitch broadcasters.
Cool.
And Doc enjoys Abney Park, which I think is a Steam-Powered Giraffe contemporary.
Mm.
So I could be wrong. And the Shadow's Lair showed up. Hello and welcome. Edited and posted a new video. Awesome. Nice. Susan is writing a cozy about a theater company and got 1,900 words.
Nice.
In 20 minutes. But my hand kind of hurts thinking about it. Wow. Raven says the one thing I can listen to by Steam Powered Giraffe is their cover of Daft Punk's Better, Faster, Stronger. It's pretty good. I've definitely enjoyed it. And I have had it confirmed that Abney Park is another steampunk band. Ah, gotcha. Who's the guy who sings the lovely, sorry, let me look it up.
Sad Clown, whatever his name is.
No, I'm thinking of Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire. No More Bleeps to Give. It's a beautiful song. On ukulele.
On ukulele.
The video you can find with the best quality is him playing to people obviously sitting in an upscale men's suit shop, wearing his top hat and cravats and everything.
Nice.
Andy agrees with me that 1900 words in 21 minutes is like mind-boggling. And Susan tries to reassure us that death scenes are easy to write.
Okay.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, Nightbot thinks we should stretch. Oh, and Doc has corrected me. They were in a haberdashery for the No More Bleeps to Give. Oh. I haven't been able to foam roll in like 2 weeks. I tried, and then the room spun on me, and I stopped. Raven is also a fan of Dr. Elemental. I've only heard he's a chap hop artist, and I've only heard him in the when he was going off against another chap hop artist. Like in his like rap down song. So I don't even know what it's called.
I don't even know. Hi. I keep forgetting you're there.
So yeah. I've definitely enjoyed some steampunk music in my past. So
I can hear it in my head, and I can't remember the name of the band. It's been a while since I've...
yes. Cup of Brown Joy. I thought it was Professor Elemental, but it's been a while, so I thought I might have been wrong. Not being a tea lover. Oh, Fighting Trousers. That's the song I was thinking of. He's going to put on his fighting trousers and show him what for. So. I mean, Doc, listening to these songs are clearly research for your steampunk novels. I have heard Raven has suggested I need to check out the Professor's album, The Indifference Engine, saying that it's good from end to end. Cool. I very well may do that. Could happen. Raven agrees that Fighting Trousers was also their first introduction to Professor Elemental. Doc says the music is inspirational.
I'm pretty sure I have a channel for steampunk music, like on Pandora, from when I was writing my steampunk anthology.
Gotcha. I mean, you're married to a man with mutton chops. You can't completely hate the steampunk aesthetic.
There are things that I like about it and things that I don't like about it.
I understand. Have you heard the steampunk is what happens when goths discover brown?
Yes.
So Dia broke 35K on their 2021 novel and didn't even see it coming.
Wow, nicely done.
Clap for that.
15 days? Jeez.
Wow. Respect. I need to order a new cable for my microphone.
Yeah.
Last time I plugged it in, nothing in the USB hub would work.
And I've noticed that it kicks in every once in a blue moon for like a split second.
Today, it's not plugged in.
Oh, that's spooky. Then why?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. But cables are supposed to be straight, so I've heard.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's after I've bent it back a couple times, and yeah, so it's. I don't know what's up with my audio quality. I will get my microphone fixed, and next week should be better. I just need a new thing. So, I mean, I can check what microphone I'm using. Okay, right now I'm using my webcam. Is it better if I use my computer mic? Is this better or worse?
Worse.
Better or worse?
Better.
Okay. We'll just leave it on the webcam mic. So, I felt like an optometrist only through your ears.
Better or worse?
So I will get a new cable. I promise you, people. But yeah, I could make it work a bit, but the last couple times I plugged it in, nothing in my USB hub would work at all. So it's a problem. So right now the microphone is just standing up and I'm not using a pop filter or anything. So
gotcha.
Sit a little more forward.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
So
laptop
mic. I do have a clip on.
I think it's using this mic for some reason, even though I told it not to do that. Like I have a headset. I just
never, ever use it. Test.
Still using the camera, the webcam.
Yeah.
Test.
Yeah, there you go.
So I have this for work. So I'm wearing a headset. Stupid microphones. Hello, Novel Nana joined us. Glad you made it. We were just bemoaning the fact that my cable for my microphone has bent over, and so I decided to put on my headset instead of using the web camera mic. Does it make a big difference? Or should I just switch?
It does make a huge difference, but it's tinnier through this mic.
Interesting. Okay. Is it better to just go back to the web camera?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I don't mind.
It's muted because StreamYard.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I hate wearing a headset anyway, so
I know that about you.
So if it's a richer quality without it, it's for work. It's nice. I mean, it's it's padded, cushy, adjustable, but
gets the job done, I guess.
It's still on my head.
Yeah.
So well, okay, let's see. Raven says that the headset seemed weirdly disassociated from my physical form, like someone was doing a voiceover for me instead of the voice coming from me.
Yes.
Okay.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Oh my goodness. I do my own voiceovers. Sorry,
Voiceovers.
I'm amusing myself. Well, now that I'm done with that meeting and I figured out what was wrong with my story, I'm kind of really excited to get back into it.
Awesome.
So, are we ready for another sprint?
Absolutely.
In the comments, Dia was like, yes, streaming the webcam mic is probably better. Raven, wait, did they dub Morgan with her own voice?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm excited to get some words in because I've got a long way to go and not much month left to do it in.
Oh.
I might have to pull a nano to finish out the month with 10K. I'm at 900 words and I want 10K for the month.
Oh, I think you're a little behind.
I'm a little behind, but I've been sick. And, if I can do 3K in 2 days during nano, I have time and I am capable of these words. I just really need to put the pencil to the page.
Yeah.
Right? That's the writer's version of pedal to the metal.
Or something, axe to the grindstone. Oh, Nightbot doesn't like it when
I'm sorry, Al.
Al posts emotes.
I hadn't seen anything coming through. I'm sorry. I don't see any spamming.
Yeah, because Nightbot squished it.
So sorry. I'm glad you're here, even if Nightbot's being a jerk and reminding me to get some water. So, anyway, let's get some words in. Are we ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do this. And 3, 2, actually friggin' right. 1, go. And we're back.
Woo!
I got words, like more than 12.
Nice.
How was your sprint?
I'm working on comics
Yeah.
that I've been trying. I tried all of 2020 to get this done, and I failed. So I'm trying for 2021.
No, that's not right.
What's not right?
My math. Oh, because I'm dyslexic.
You're dyslexic.
When copying numbers, I sometimes am. When reading, not usually, but sometimes when writing them down, I don't do amazing. 431 words.
Nicely done.
So that's half again what I've done this month.
Indeed.
As I said, once I sit down and figured out where I was going, I was pretty sure I could get some more words in.
Nice.
So Kelly joined us while we were gone. Unfortunately, Ward and Raven had to jump out and go off and do their things and stuff.
Okay.
Al shared that they bought an ancient laptop for 40 pounds.
Euros?
And
pounds?
And no longer has to type on their Kindle.
Nice.
And Kelly showed up. Did I already say that?
Yep.
And asked, what did he miss? And now I have the Hamilton song stuck in my head. What did I miss? Anyway, Kelly just got in from the grocery and is starting dinner. Andy got 337 items added to the story. And by items, he meant words. I was like, is this a shopping list or an outline? Daya got 450.
Nice.
Doc edited 2,119 words and finished the chapter. Pat yourself on the back right there. Oh my goodness, that's nice. And I'm getting better at my zero issues.
Zero drafting issues?
No. My zero issues are when I read numbers, I have to mentally add the commas.
Oh.
So if I don't, I end up calling thousands, hundreds, or millions. Yeah.
I have 2119 is how I would pronounce Doc's word count.
Yeah. So
2119. Yeah.
Yeah. But my sister dubbed it zero issues, and I find it hilarious because it's a place issue. And so, but also that way I get to claim that I have zero issues. So yeah. 450 is very well done. Kelly says that 337 items is a lot of inventory, unless you're counting like individual beads or something. Right. The novel Nana got groceries put away and laundry started and chores. I hear you.
Productivity sprint.
My kitchen's been worse, but and is impressed with Doc's editing of 2,000 words. Nice. So awesome. Super productive sprint all around. I think we all deserve like a nice pat on the back here.
Pat.
Boop. So we are coming up on the bottom of the hour, but that was my first writing sprint, and I need to do at least one more before I log off. Oh. Are you busy? Do you want to stick around?
I can stick around.
Okay.
I do not.
Awesome.
I was just going to work on this anyway. So might as well do it with friends.
Yay! We all know 6:30 is notional, depending on how busy the day is and how.
Indeed.
It's an idea. It's I will be here till at least a minimum, not a maximum.
Yeah.
But I think 3.5 hours is probably my max on screen. in a day, unlike some people. So, Doc says when he's got dialogue, he tends to edit at high speed.
Yeah.
I hear that. And Andy says that his word inventory is still low and the supply chain is choked.
Oh no.
Do you know what that means? Snacks. You got to find the right snack and it'll push you past.
Truth.
Sometimes it's chocolate, sometimes it's chips and salsa.
MC or BC Brown uses gummy bears.
Very nice. Very nice. Not sure what mine is today, but I mean, most nanos I've bribed myself with chocolate orange truffles.
Oh, right on.
So, I mean, you just got to find the right bribe and don't give yourself so many of them that you're
distracted with the snacks and
yeah.
do not do the writing part.
Sometimes I do try to get away from my mental association between snacking and writing, but when I'm stuck, it gets me out of that at least.
I stop. I can't snack while I write.
When it's flowing, I'm okay. When it's dragging, not so much. So if I bribe myself enough that it starts flowing a bit better, then I forget about the snacks.
Right on.
But if they're dragging and it gets me another 150 words, okay.
Yeah, I cut out and like step outside, smoke a cigarette, like think about my hurdle and what I need to do in order to hop it. And I do a lot of planning that way.
Cool. Yeah. That's one thing I miss with this whole quarantine is I usually do a lot of my brainstorming while driving.
Yeah, me too.
And I work from home. But
yeah.
Visit the boy, and while I was driving is when I had my epiphany. So clearly it worked. I've just been spending too much of my driving time on the phone, so not brainstorming. Because I do usually do a weekly chat with my sister.
Gotcha.
Who is due in less than a month.
Yeah.
The baby draws near.
I just got their card.
Aww.
Their, to hell with 2020 card.
This is what the card looks like. I'm blanking her out because she's not a person.
She's not a person.
Sorry. She's not a, I was not public. She's not a public person.
I'm sure Amanda would be very amused by that.
Right. So yeah, the note on the back just says, "Well, it's done. We wish you the best in 2021. With love, everybody in the house."
Everybody in the house.
Except the puppies. The puppies did not sign.
The puppies did not sign.
So one of my other Facebook friends got a puppy that looks almost exactly like my sister's puppy, Freckles.
Oh, all the puppers.
So cute. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Andy said he's bribing himself with dinner once this is done.
I never bribe myself with self-care. Self-care is not a reward. Not anymore.
I hear that. And I feel that here. I definitely feel that here. But once I get up, I'm going to make dinner.
Yes.
I have defrosted the meat and therefore it must be cooked now.
Yes.
So I've got some stew meats, and so I'm just going to grab whatever veggies and cans of stuff I have in the fridge and go with it.
Win.
So it has been told to me that broth and bouillon are not the same thing.
They are not.
Don't they fulfill the same purpose in stew?
In stew. But they are not the same thing.
Right. Yeah. So I was told one is a salt lick and one is,
Bouillon is a salt lick, yes.
I might need some electrolytes. I found myself craving salt last week, so
You might need some electrolytes.
yeah. Did I ever tell you about my sister when she first moved in with her now ex? She
No?
started being unable to take hot showers. She would get all lightheaded.
Oh.
And she found out after several years it's because he doesn't cook with salt, he adds it after.
Oh.
And so she was so low on sodium, she couldn't handle the heat of a shower.
Wow.
Yeah. So apparently we're prone to being, sensitive to salt and lack thereof. So
sometimes I drink a soda simply because I need the sodium.
I hear that. So, okay. My phone is ringing, making it stop. So let's see. Kelly said it took him all week for an idea to hit, and agrees that broth and bouillon are not even remotely the same thing, and I'm a silly person. Novel Nana says, hope everyone is productive in some way and has a relaxing evening. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I feel you here. You missed the beginning of the stream where I said I've spent all week vertigoed and fatigued with a cold. The doctor has certified no corona. My numbers are good, but yeah. So Kelly said, wow. Shadow Lair says, is it pots? I have pots and pans that require a high sodium diet. I don't think so. But I do have Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid thing. So it does make us prone to hypoglycemia in the first place. So I don't know. It's what it is. Kelly completely agrees that self-care is not a reward, just like the other three-letter word. What's the other three-letter word?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it the SEX word?
I mean, that can definitely be a part of self-care. So.
I think that's part of self-care.
Yeah. So in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Did we want to do that other sprint now?
Absolutely.
6:30. Let me go ahead. Boop. Reset this timer. We're still going with 2021 because Andy's like, did you mean TLC?
Yeah, I said 100 points to Sako. Woo!
Right there, 100 points. Yeah. And Shadow Slayer says, I have Hashimoto's too, but pots can. No. I mean, it goes in the family, but neither she nor I have it. For those of you who are unaware, I'm talking about my identical twin. So if I have something, she tends to as well, if it's genetically based.
Yeah.
Novel Nana says, I'm glad you don't have the Rona. I'm sick plus a toothache. Oh, going to the dentist on the 25th. Lord, I am ready for some false teeth. I hear you. I have a friend who actually has 2 sets of false teeth.
Really?
Her teeth didn't do well at a young age. And she has one for cosplay with like fangs.
Nice.
And then she has her normal set, which
I look forward to losing my teeth so that I can have dentures with fangs.
Right? So much fun. Andy knows better than to chase waterfalls. He's going to stick to the rivers and the lakes that he's used to.
Yeah.
Novel Nana is tired of being in pain. I don't blame you one bit at all. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
It's utterly exhausting. And joined us in laughing at Andy sticking to the rivers and lakes. So anyway, we were going to sprint and get some words in. Maybe I might have to return a phone call. But let's go ahead and get started. In 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back. I got another maybe 350, so I'm not sad. And they're ordering beer, so.
Yay, beer.
Whew. How was your sprint?
Good. I finished the page I was working on, so I have 12 out of 15 pages done.
Nice. Some nice progress. So let's see. Doc got the groceries put away.
Nice.
Susan got another 1,432 words while calling it a tough scene. You write like the wind. Respect.
That's like an hour for me. An hour and a half.
350 is about on average for a 15 to 20 minute sprint for me.
I can do anywhere between like 200 to 500 depending on whether or not I know what I'm writing about, or whether or not I'm writing dialogue or a fight scene or whatever.
But my focus tends to get shot after about 30 minutes on the upside. I mean, my break can be as short as like 3 minutes, but so Dia got 307. Andy got 437. Nice.
Nice.
Kelly is coding. What language? Python or what? Doc got another 392 words edited, and the group is headed to the Maharaja Palace to report on the attack. Dun, dun, dun. Susan said, yeah, when the words flow, they flow.
Boy, howdy.
Respect. I mean, you, during my stream, have done more words than I have done in a day, like, ever. I've topped 3K in a day less than 5 times in my life. I think the most I've ever done is like 4K.
I did 7K in a 24-hour period.
Was it heavily outlined or?
It was.
Yeah. So
yeah, I knew it, and I could hop around and like.
Gotcha. Yeah. Shadow's Lair is scheduling their first live stream for writing sprints. Yay!
Yay! Welcome to the community.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
Are you going to do a launch?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
How does launches work?
Yeah.
I just started doing it. I just supposed to launch them.
Launches are fun.
Yeah. Novel Nana got some more house chores done. Kelly's playing with HTML and CSS.
Right on.
So you mean XHTML? Okay. Sorry.
I can only assume so.
Right. So Novel Nana says the tooth is hurting too much, so it's gonna say goodnight. Oh.
Okay, get some
rest up. Definitely, if you can, or like punch your tooth in the face. I don't know.
Do your teeth have faces? Because
I don't think so. I have been called a shark though because I still have my wisdom teeth. They came in straight with space.
Oh.
So I'm a freak of nature. But I was told if I have any cavities in them that if one comes out, they're just going to take them out.
They're not going to take them all out. Yeah.
Yeah. And take the one opposite it, obviously. Let's see. Susan once did a nano in a day and then slept for 2 days. Wow.
That sounds like my mom. My mom does like 50 on a decent day. And so she laughs at me when I say I'm going to do nano. And she's like, pfft. I'm like, yeah, but I believe in structure, Mom.
And sharing it with others?
And also sharing it with others.
It has to make sense to people, not just in your head. I mean, there's a reason my twin is my alpha reader. She gives my context without me having to explain anything.
My mom is basically role-playing by herself. That
Yeah.
is essentially what she's doing.
So Andy is heading off for dinner. Doc says he wants
Couple of
a
4K days.
couple of 4K days.
I might do a 10K day attempt again sometime this month.
Okay.
Because my book is starving for attention.
I hear that. Yeah. So Kelly's like, yeah.
Yeah.
The opposite tooth will keep growing if not pushed against its paired one.
Mm.
Really? I didn't know it would keep growing. I do know they just don't want an unmatched tooth because it'll rip up the gum opposite it.
Mine grew unevenly.
Oof.
So one didn't want to like cut through the gum enough, so
Gotcha.
food kept getting caught back there.
Yeah.
So they yanked them.
I hear that. So it happens.
Mm.
But yeah, so I consider this a very productive day. I've doubled the amount of words I had for the month.
Nice.
So I might do another writing sprint or two, but I have cooking plans.
Cooking.
So I should probably make dinner.
Yeah.
Set it on to simmer.
Right on.
So thank you all for joining me. It was great to have you all. Whose stream is next? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, I thought I had the window open.
Somebody starts at 7 though.
Let me open up Devin's thing.
Yeah.
I thought I had it already open, but apparently I don't. Oops. I need to see this whole list, please.
Don't you love when they do that?
Tessa is live. Sarah Sutton goes on at 7. Caitlin Costello goes on at 7. Caitlin Ergo is live. And Julie Pages and Pens goes on at 8.
Okay.
So let me put the... Am I a mod on your channel, or should I?
I think so. If not, I will make you one, but let me look.
Here's the playlist. It's in the private chat.
Okay. I'll link it then. So
I do. So Tessa will stream forever and ever. But she will often forget that she's on camera. So take that into consideration when watching.
Oh dear. Yeah. I think I wandered into Tessa's and then it was midnight. I was like, I didn't realize this didn't have its stop time.
It doesn't have a stop time. Yeah.
I have other things I meant to do before bed.
Yeah.
So
I try and limit it to like 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours is a good like writing blip.
Exactly. So, well, anyway, thanks to everyone who came out and joined us. Sako, if you want to tell people where they can find you and what you're working.
Howdy, Howlers. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those 3 things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witch or witch, you can either find me at this channel here, or you can find me at the Witch of Tilwith tag.
Ooh, I need to update your linkies.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll send you links.
Right. Okay. And I'm Morgan Hazelwood. I am a pre-published, thank you, Doc, fantasy writer. I'm working on my fifth novel right now, and I am actively querying, and you can find me sharing writing tips and writerly musings on my website, morganhazelwood.com, on YouTube, if you'd rather hear and watch me babble on, at youtube.com/Morgan Hazelwood. Or if you're a podcast fan, you can hear me over on morganhazelwood.fireside.fm or wherever you listen to podcasts with writing tips and writerly musings. Thank you all for coming, and I'll be back again next week for more writing spreads and getting shit done.
Yeah.
Bye.